The sun hung low like a guilty flame on a road that still remembered my name. Every mile was a scar I left behind, buried in the dust but never out of mind. An old church stood where the river ran dry, broken stained glass beneath the bleeding sky. I heard the wind call through the cottonwood trees, sounded like the ghost still praying for me. I've been running from the thunder of a life I can't undo, every shadow growing longer with every step I move. This is my dust road reckoning, where the silence knows my sins. Every wheel turn, every heartbeat brings me back again. No place left to hide my sorrow, no whiskey left to drown. The past rides shotgun beside me as the desert sun goes down. Past the house where the porch light died, where I left a promise and a woman behind. The years rolled by like a runaway train, but regret still falls like desert rain. The coyotes cried from the canyon walls like a jury waiting for a guilty soul. I carried the weight of 100 mistakes in a heart too tired to break. I've seen midnight in the Badlands, I worn shackles made of shame. But no matter where I wandered, the dust knew where I came. This is my dust road reckoning, where the silence knows my sins. Every wheel turn, every heartbeat brings me back again. No place left to hide my sorrow, no whiskey left to drown. The past rides shotgun beside me as the desert sun goes down. Maybe redemption ain't a river, maybe it don't wash clean. Maybe it's standing in the ruins of everything you've been. Maybe forgiveness is a long road that never truly ends, just another mile of darkness before the light begins. This is my dust road reckoning, where the dead still speak my name. Every crossroads, every memory burns inside the flame. No place left to hide my sorrow, no more roads to run. I finally faced the man I was beneath that setting sun. The night rolled in across the plains, cold as truth and slow as time. I left my ghost beside that highway and kept the horizon light. Dust road reckoning, dust road reckoning, dust road reckoning, on that long desert ride. plain, silver dust in the cold wind's pain. My horse knew roads I could not forget, every mile carved by a lifetime's debt. Your name still drifts through the canyon air, like a whispered prayer that ain't nowhere. I chased the wild, I chased my pride, and left your heart on the other side. I'm the pale rider of regret, haunted by the love I never kept. Your shadow dances in the desert light, a ghost beside me every night. No river runs deep enough yet to wash away this old regret. The west grows dark, the years grow cold, but your memory never lets me go. The saloon lights died a long time ago, just dust and silence where dreams don't grow. I see your face in the window glass, a fading vision from a buried past. I wore my sins like a gunslinger's coat, heavy as stones around my throat. Now every star above this land feels like judgment I can't withstand. I'm the pale rider of regret, haunted by the love I never kept. The shadow dances in the desert light, a ghost beside me every night. No river runs deep enough yet to wash away this old regret. The west grows dark, the years grow cold, but your memory never lets me go. Lets me go. If I could ride back through the years, I'd trade these roads for your tears, lay down my pride, break every chain, and stand beside you in the rain. But time's a bullet that never bends, and some broken hearts never mend. I'm the pale rider of regret, the loneliest soul the sunset met. Your voice still echoes through the pines, like a hymn carried by the night. No grave can bury what I lost yet, no dawn can cure this old regret. So I'll ride on through endless skies with your ghost reflected in my eyes. Low on a broken plain, and I call your name again, but only the wind remains. painted the sky with a rust-red hush. I've got a saddle, a scar, and a name they know, but no place left where a man can go. The law keeps breathing down my trail like a hungry wind through a coffin rail. Every town I pass turns cold as stone. That's how it is when sinners ride alone. I've slept with rattlesnakes and ghosts, shared my fire with the ones I miss the most. Sinners ride along beneath the dying moon, chasing broken promises that vanished far too soon. No church bell calling, no hand to hold, just desert nights and a heart gone cold. The road don't care where the lost men roam. Sinners ride alone. A faded photograph inside my coat, a memory hanging by a thread of hope. She used to say I could change my ways before the darkness took my days. Now the coyotes sing where the river bends, and every mile feels like the bitter end. The stars look down, but they never show. Why sinners ride along? I've seen mercy buried in the sand, slipping through my weather-beaten hands. Sinners ride along beneath the dying moon, chasing broken promises that vanished far too soon. No church bell calling, no hand to hold, just desert nights and a heart gone cold. The road don't care where the lost men roam. Sinners ride alone. If redemption waits beyond the ridge, it's hiding somewhere past the edge. But I've worn these chains so long they feel like skin, and every dawn begins where every dusk has been. Still I keep moving through the drifting haze. One more mile, one more lonely day, with the devil at my back and the wind that moans. Sinners ride alone. Sinners ride along beneath the dying moon, through the dust of old regrets and the wreckage of the truth. No shelter found, no place called home, just a trail of shadows carved in stone. The night grows deep, the wild wind groans, and sinners ride along. The horizon fades to black and gold, another story never told. One horse, one soul, one road unknown. That's how sinners ride alone. Dust hangs low on a blood-red plain, boot heels dragging through the blame. Every mile got a ghost to feed, every scar got a name on me. Sheriff dogs on a dying trail, cold wind singing through the shale. Can't outrun what I've done before, but I still hear freedom beyond that door. The sky don't care who lives or dies, the desert buries all the lies. I'm an iron-heart fugitive, running on a prayer I never did believe, with the law in my back and the dark ahead, carrying the weight of the living and the dead. I've been haunted by memory, branded by a past that won't set me free. Still I ride through the fire and the dust-stained wind, an iron-heart fugitive. Left my home in a trail of smoke, left good people with the promises I broke. Now the moon shines pale on a rattlesnake road, and regret is the heaviest load. There's a widow praying in a distant town for the man I was before I let her down. But the years don't turn and the clock don't bend, some roads never find their end. The stars look down like judges' eyes, watching every wrong survive. I'm an iron-heart fugitive, running on a prayer I never did believe, with the law in my back and the dark ahead, carrying the weight of the living and the dead. I've been haunted by memory, branded by a past that won't set me free. Still I ride through the fire and the dust-stained wind, an iron-heart fugitive. Through the canyon shadows, through the howling night, I slept beside my failures, beneath the pale moonlight. No salvation waiting beyond the county line, just another sunrise, trying to steal what's mine. I'm an iron-heart fugitive, still breathing through the yards, don't forgive, with a broken soul and a weathered name, trying to outride the smoke and shame. I've been chased by yesterday, but I won't let it dig my grave, till my last breath fades into the crimson sky. I'll survive. Dust rolls over forgotten ground, the hunters come, but they won't find me now, just a shadow where the wild winds live, an iron-heart fugitive. An iron-heart fugitive. There's a graveyard past the cotton fields where the river lost its name. Crooked stones lean into moonlit weeds like sinners bent by shame. An old dirt road cuts through the pines where the black crows gather around. Every soul around these parts knows the midnight burial ground. My father swore those restless hills held secrets in the clay, names forgotten by the living, but the dead still call their names. The wind comes crawling through the oaks with a low and mournful sound, like ghosts reciting broken prayers in the midnight burial ground. Oh, the bells don't ring no more, they faded years ago, but the shadows keep on singing songs nobody knows. And every cross beneath the stars holds a story never found, lost between the earth and heaven in the midnight burial ground. I buried her one winter night when the frost was hard as stone. The preacher spoke of paradise, but I still came home alone. Now her memory walks beside me whenever dusk comes down, like a pale flame in the darkness of the midnight burial ground. Folks say there's a lantern light floating through the fog, a widow dressed in funeral black walking with the dogs. She searches for a missing child whose bones were never found, still wandering through forever in the midnight burial ground. Oh, the bells don't ring no more, they faded years ago, but the shadows keep on singing songs nobody knows. And every cross beneath the stars holds a story never found, lost between the earth and heaven in the midnight burial ground. The years fall down like autumn leaves, the flesh returns to dust, but grief is a stubborn river that outlives all of us. And memory is a haunted house where the old voices resound, calling through the dark forever from the midnight burial ground. Oh, the bells don't ring no more, yet I hear them in the wind. Every soul I've ever loved calling me again. When my weary road is over, lay me gently in the ground beside the ghosts, and across the cotton fields at midnight, where the river won't make a sound. I'll meet the ones I lost long ago in the midnight burial ground.